Folks, in my 20 years in the league, I've never seen anything quite like this. Not in all the blockbuster trades, not during the NFL's most chaotic seasons. Nothing compares to what's unfolding behind closed doors right now. I'm talking about a seismic shift in the NFL landscape, a move so audacious, so controversial, that it could reshape the future of the league's most storied franchises. And what's most astonishing? This isn't conjecture, this isn't a rumor conjured by gossip columns. This is real. This is happening just as we speak, in the shadows of the NFL's inner sanctum, with sources so tight that even the most connected insiders are stunned. What I can tell you with certainty is this: a deal is on the table that could send shockwaves through the league, a trade so massive it's being called the game changer behind closed doors. And the central figure in this story? Derrick Henry. Yes, the 32-year-old powerhouse who's been the epitome of dominance since his days at Alabama, now at the center of a storm that could see him don a Cleveland Browns jersey in the coming weeks. But here's the thing: this isn't just a simple swap of players. This is bigger than football. It's about legacy, power, and pushing the boundaries of what's possible in modern NFL transactions. So, buckle up, because what I'm about to reveal might just be the most explosive, most clandestine, most game-altering trade saga the league has ever seen. And trust me, if this goes through, everything you thought you knew about the NFL's hierarchy will be turned upside down. Stay tuned, because this is only the beginning. And if you want to be on the inside scoop, if you want to know what's really happening before everyone else, hit that subscribe button, smash that like, and ring the bell. Because what I'm about to unveil will challenge everything. Let's get into it. Now first, let me set the stage for how Cleveland, under Todd Monken's innovative leadership, is positioning itself for a savage offensive transformation in 2026. This team has been meticulously building towards a true contender, and the pieces are finally aligning. But here's the catch: the Browns' greatest weakness right now. They're missing that electric, game-breaking running back who can carry the entire offense on his shoulders in critical moments. That missing piece: someone like Derrick Henry. Cleveland's offense, historically, has relied heavily on its passing game, especially with Deshaun Watson's stabilization at quarterback. But analytics show that to reach the next level, playoff dominance and possibly a Super Bowl run, you need a multifaceted rushing attack that can physically impose its will and stretch defenses to their breaking point. The weakness: their current backfield lacks that raw, unstoppable force capable of consistently breaking through the line and turning mundane runs into explosive gains. Their offensive line? Solid, yes, but physicality and size are in short supply compared to other elite units. Cleveland has good pass protection, but middle-of-the-road run blocking. That's where Derrick Henry comes in. His game is built around elite size, power, and straight-line explosiveness. A true force of nature, 6'3", 252 pounds of pure muscle, who can impose his will on any defense. Film-wise, you see it every week. Henry hitting the hole with surgical precision, running through tackles like they're paper, and exploding for those long, game-changing runs. But it's not just size and power. Henry's patience behind the line is second to none. His ability to set up blocks, find gaps that others simply miss, and then unleash that relentless acceleration makes him the perfect fit for a Monken-led attack designed to utilize misdirection and zone runs. Add in the fact that Cleveland's offensive scheme under Todd Monken has incorporated more shotgun and zone-based concepts. Henry's natural running style, with his vision and power, can thrive in that environment. Now, the analytics back this up. Over the past 3 seasons, Derrick Henry has averaged over 1,600 rushing yards per year, with 16-plus rushing TDs annually. His yards after contact: among the best in the league, consistently over 3 yards after initial contact. Advanced metrics such as Pro Football Focus grades show Henry's run-blocking efficiency is practically unmatched, and his ability to pick up tough yards in critical moments has made him a game-changer for any team he's on. Yet it's not just the numbers that matter. Scouts and NFL insiders are raving about Henry's intangibles. His leadership, his work ethic, and his ability to rally a team are legendary. He's the kind of player who elevates everyone around him, and that's exactly what Cleveland needs now. Because if they're serious about competing in the AFC, especially with the powerhouse teams like Kansas City and Baltimore still lurking, They need a true elite game changer at running back, a player who commands respect and fear from defenses. And this is where things get even wilder. Behind the scenes, sources tell me that the Browns see Derrick Henry not just as a back, but as the centerpiece of their offensive revolution. They're ready to make a bold statement. Now, here's the real question. How does this trade come together? This isn't just a simple deal involving a few draft picks. No, the magnitude of this move demands a complex, multi-layered package. Cleveland's front office, led by GM Andrew Berry and head coach Todd Monken, has been working tirelessly on trade negotiations. Insiders suggest that Cleveland is prepared to offer a combination of high draft capital, possibly their first-round picks in 2026 and 2027, along with promising young talent, perhaps a receiver like Cedric Tillman or a linebacker like Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, both of whom could appeal to Baltimore as part of a package to balance the roster rebuild. From Baltimore's perspective, acquiring Derrick Henry is about more than just replacing the aging Lamar Jackson, who's recently turned 31 and has been battling injuries lately. The Ravens see Henry as the missing piece to finally unlock their potent offense and complement their emerging passing game led by a talented QB, maybe even allowing them to shift to a more balanced attack that could devastate defenses. Cap-wise, this is where the trade gets tricky. Henry is on a hefty deal, $15 million annually, with a guaranteed amount of about $25 million over the next 2 seasons. Baltimore would need to maneuver around their cap, perhaps restructuring existing deals or extending Henry's contract further, which insiders say is already in the works behind the scenes. The Ravens have been known for their creative cap management. This trade might involve adding incentives, signing bonuses, or future compensations to make the numbers work. But the winner here, it's the league itself, because a trade of this magnitude, if it goes through, would send shockwaves for years to come. It would set a new precedent, that the NFL's playing field is wide open for the boldest moves, and that no player, no matter how integral to their current team, is truly untouchable. Now let's analyze why this trade makes sense from every angle, how it fits the scheme, the value for both sides, the domino effect it could trigger. Cleveland's offensive scheme under Monken is less reliant on the traditional power run and more on misdirection, zone runs, and quick passes. Henry in this system? Perfect match. His ability to run between the tackles, set up blocks, and accelerate through the second level aligns seamlessly with the zone-based, stretch runs Monken favors. Moreover, the Browns' offensive personnel, receivers like Amari Cooper, Donovan Peoples-Jones, and a rising young tight end, are all designed to complement a dominant running threat. Henry can take the pressure off Watson, who's been misfiring or showcasing inconsistency in recent seasons, providing Cleveland with a balanced attack that few teams can stop. For Baltimore, acquiring Henry isn't just about replacing Jackson with a power back, though that's a bonus. It's about transforming their identity. The Ravens have always been a run-oriented team, but in recent years, injuries and scheme adjustments have dulled that edge. Henry restores their physical identity, allowing the offense to impose its will late in games, control the clock, and wear down defenses. Think about it, Baltimore's offensive line is built for power, and now with Henry, they have a back who can carry the load, break through defenses, and punish opponents over 4 quarters. The role of the coaching staff in this move can't be overstated. Todd Monken's innovative mindset, combined with the Ravens' front office savvy, suggests that this isn't a flash-in-the-pan move but a strategic repositioning. They're betting on Henry's durability and elite talent to give them the edge over rivals. It's a high-stakes gamble, yes, but one that could pay off exponentially. And what about the long term? Well, the whispers from league insiders suggest that if Cleveland pulls this off, it's only the beginning. Rumors swirl that Cleveland is also eyeing other elite players, possibly a top-tier linebacker or secondary star, in subsequent trades, aiming to create a roster that combines power, speed, and versatility. Meanwhile, Baltimore's front office is quietly preparing plans to draft a successor for Henry when the time comes. But for now, their goal is clear. Maximize their window with Derrick Henry in the backfield, pushing for a deep playoff run in 2026 and beyond. The league is watching. Other teams are on high alert. Because if Cleveland and Baltimore can pull off something this audacious, what else is possible? This isn't just a trade. This is a statement. The NFL of 2026 is no longer about playing it safe. It's about making bold statements, rewriting history, and seizing moments that define legacies. So what do I personally think? From my years studying game tape, listening to league insiders, and analyzing every inch of NFL maneuvering, Henry to Cleveland isn't just a rumor. It's a seismic shift. The trade makes sense from both a tactical and financial perspective, and the potential impact on the AFC race. Historic. Keep your eyes peeled in the coming weeks, because if this deal goes through, you'll want to say you saw it here first. And trust me, when Derrick Henry, the embodiment of power and resilience, arrives in Cleveland, the league better watch out. Because that's when the real fireworks begin. And one thing is for sure, this story isn't ending here. It's just getting started.